friends, we're back again for part 2 of Dinosaurs Before Dark. So, we left off on chapter 4, Henry, where Annie was climbing down. To go pet the Pteranodon. Let's find out what happens. Ooh, I know everyone here is waiting to find out. Okay, Jack grasped as Annie held out her hand. Oh, brother. She was always trying to make friends with animals, but this was going too far. But Annie touched the Pteranodon's crest. She stroked his neck. She was talking to him. What in the world was she saying? Jack took a deep breath. Okay. He could go down too. It would be good to examine the creature. Take notes like a scientist. Jack started down the rope ladder. When he got to the ground, Jack was only a few feet away from the creature. The creature stared at Jack. His eyes were bright and alert. He's soft, Jack, said Annie. He feels like Henry. Jack scolded. He's no dog, Annie. Feel him, Jack, said Annie. Jack didn't move. Don't think, Jack. Just do it. Jack stepped, put out his arm very cautiously, brushed his hand down the creature's neck. Interesting. A thin layer of fuzz covered the Pteranodon's skin. Soft, huh? Said Annie. Jack reached into his backpack and pulled out a pencil and notebook. He wrote, "Fuzzy skin." "What are you doing?" asked Annie. "Taking notes," said Jack. "We're probably the first people in the world to ever see a real live Pteranodon." Jack looked at the Pteranodon again. The creature had a bony crest on the top of his head. The crest was longer than Jack's arm. "I wonder how smart he is," Jack said. "Very smart," said Annie. "Don't count on it," said Jack. "His brains are probably no bigger than a bean." "No, he's very smart. I can feel it," said Annie. "I'm going to call him Henry." Jack wrote in his notebook. "Small brain, question mark?" He's taking notes. Jack looked at the creature again. "Maybe he's a mutant," he said. The creature tilted his head. Annie laughed. "He's no mutant, Jack." "Well, what's he doing here then?" "Where is this place?" said Jack. Annie leaned close to the Pteranodon. "Do you know where we are, Henry?" she asked softly. The creature fixed his eyes on Annie. His long jaws opening and closing, like a giant pair of scissors. "Are you trying to talk to me, Henry?" asked Annie. "Forget it, Annie," Jack wrote in his notebook. "Mouth like scissors, question mark." "Did we come to a long time ago, Henry?" asked Annie. "Is this place from long ago?" Suddenly she gasped, "Jack!" He looked up. Annie was pointing toward the hill. On top stood a huge dinosaur. Chapter 5. Gold in the grass. "Go, go!" said Jack. He threw his notebook into his pack. He pushed Annie towards the rope ladder. "Bye, Henry," she said. "Go," said Jack. He gave Annie a big push. "Quit it," she said. but she started up the ladder. Jack scrambled up after her. They tumbled into the treehouse. They were panting as they looked out the window at the dinosaur. He was standing on the hilltop, eating flowers off a tree. Oh man, whispered Jack. We are in a long time ago. The dinosaur, like a huge rhinoceros. Only he had 3 horns instead of 1. 2 long ones above his eyes and 1 on his nose. He had a big shield-like thing behind his head. Triceratops, said Jack. Does he eat people? Whispered Annie. I'll look it up. Jack grabbed the dinosaur book. He flipped through the pages. There, he said. He pointed to a picture of a Triceratops. He read the caption. The Triceratops lived in the late Cretaceous period. This plant-eating dinosaur weighed over 12,000 pounds. Whoa! Jack slammed the book shut. Just plants, no meat. Let's go see him, said Annie. Are you nuts? Said Jack. Don't you want to take notes about him? Asked Annie. We're probably the first people in the whole world to ever see a real-life Triceratops. Jack sighed. Ugh, she was right. Let's go, he said. He shoved the dinosaur book into his pack. He slung it over his shoulder and started down the ladder. On the way down, Jack stopped. Called up to Annie. Just promise you won't pet him. I promise. Promise you won't kiss him? I promise. Promise you won't talk to him? I promise. Promise you won't. Go, go, she said. Jack went, and he followed. When they stepped off the ladder, the pteranodon gave them a kind of look. And he blew a kiss to him. Be back soon, Henry, she said cheerfully. Shh, said Jack. And he led the way through the ferns, slowly, carefully. When he reached the bottom of the hill, he kneeled behind a fat bush, and he knelt beside him and started to speak. Shh. And he made a face. He peeked out at the Triceratops. The dinosaur was incredibly big. Bigger than a truck. He was eating the flowers off a magnolia tree. Jack slipped his notebook out of his back. He wrote, "Eat flowers," and he nudged her. Jack ignored her. He studied the Triceratops again. He wrote, "Eat slowly," and he nudged her hard. Jack looked at her. Pointed to her snout. She walked fingers through the air. Pointed to the dinosaur. She smiled. Was she teasing? She waved at Jack. Jack started to grab her. She laughed and jumped away. She fell into the grass. In full view of the Triceratops. Get back! Whispered Jack. Too late. The big dinosaur had spotted Annie. He gazed down at her from the hilltop. Half a magnolia flower sticking out of his mouth. Oops, said Annie. Get back! Jack shouted at her. He looks nice, Jack. Nice? Watch out for the horns, Annie. No, he's nice, Jack. Nice. But the Triceratops just gazed calmly down at Annie. Then he turned and looked away. Down the side of the hill. Bye, said Annie. She turned back to Jack. See? Jack grunted. Ugh. But he wrote in his notebook. Nice. There's the Triceratops. Let's get a good look at that. Uh-oh, what did Jack find? Is that the piece of gold? Let's find out. What letter is that on it? Is that an N? Let's find out. Come on, let's look around some more, said Annie. As Jack started after Annie, he saw something glittering in the tall grass. He reached out and picked it up. A medallion. A gold medallion. A letter was engraved on the medallion. A fancy M. Oh man, somebody came here before us, Jack said softly. Chapter 6. Dinosaur Bound. Annie, look at this, Jack called. Look at what I found. Annie had gone up to the hilltop. She was busy picking a flower from the magnolia tree. Annie, look, a medallion. But Annie wasn't paying attention to Jack. She was staring at something on the other side of the hill. Oh, wow, she said. Annie! Clutching her magnolia flower, she took off down the hill. Annie, come back! Jack shouted, but Annie had disappeared. I'm going to kill her, Jack muttered. He stuffed the gold medallion into his jeans pocket. Then he heard Annie shriek, Eek! Annie! Jack heard another sound as well. A deep, low sound like a Jack, come here, Annie called. Annie! Jack grabbed his backpack and raced to the top of the hill. When he got to the top, he gasped. Oh! The valley was filled with nests. Big nests made out of mud. And the nests were filled with tiny dinosaurs. It's coming for a coconut. What? Look at all those dinosaurs. Oh, look at baby dinosaurs. Annie was crouching next to one of the nests. And standing over her was a gigantic, duck-billed dinosaur. Don't panic. Don't move, said Jack. He stepped slowly down the hill towards Annie. The huge dinosaur was towering above Annie, waving her arms, making her tuba sound. Jack stopped. He didn't want to get too close. Down to the ground. Okay, move toward me slowly, he said. And he started to stand up. Don't stand, crawl, said Jack, clutching her flower, and he crawled towards Jack. The duck-billed dinosaur followed her, still bellowing. Annie froze. Keep going, Jack said softly. Annie started crawling. Jack inched farther down the hill till he was just an arm's distance from Annie. He reached out and grabbed her hand. He pulled Annie toward him. Stay down, he said, crouched next to her. Hold your head. Pretend to chew. Chew? Yes, I read. That's what you do if a mean dog comes at you. She's not a dog, Jack, said Annie. Just chew, said Jack. Annie and both. Jack and Annie both bowed their heads and pretended to chew. Soon the dinosaur broke raised his head. I don't think she's mad anymore, he said. Thanks, Jack, for saving me, said Annie. You just have to use your brain, said Jack. You can't go running into a nest of babies. There's always a mother nearby. Annie stood up. Annie! Too late. Annie held out her magnolia flower to the dinosaur. I'm sorry I made you worry about your babies, she said. The dinosaur moved closer to Annie. She grabbed the flower from her. She reached for another. No more, said Annie. The dinosaur let out a sad But there are more flowers up there, said Annie. She pointed to the top of the hill. I'll get you some. Annie hurried up the hill. The dinosaur waddled after. Jack quickly examined the babies. Some were crawling out of their nests. Where were their mothers? Jack took out the dinosaur book. He flipped through the pages. He found a picture of some duck-billed dinosaurs. He read the caption. The Ankylosaurus lived in colonies, while a few mothers babysat at the nest. Others hunted for food. So there must be more mothers close by. Hey, Jack! Annie called. Jack looked up. Annie was at the top of the hill, feeding magnolia flowers to the giant Ankylosaurus. She's nice too, said Jack, Annie said. But suddenly, the Ankylosaurus made her terrible tuba sound. Annie crouched down and started to kick. The dinosaur barged down the hill. She seemed afraid of something. Jack put the book down on top of his pack. He hurried up to Annie. Uh-oh, she's headed off. There's Jack to Annie. I wonder why she ran away, said Annie. We were just starting to be friends. Jack looked around. What he saw in the distance almost made him throw up. An enormous, ugly monster was coming across the plain. He was walking on two big legs and swinging long, thick tail and dangling two tiny arms. He had a huge head. His jaws were wide open. Even from far away, Jack could see his long, gleaming teeth. Whispered Jack. Okay, we're gonna stop there, and we'll pick up at chapter 7 next time. Bye for now. See you.